Well, I think we need to start with our anatomy. We basically have the same herbivorous digestive system that our gorilla and bonobo cousins have, and they're up in the trees tonight eating leaves and fruit, and none of them are taking Metamucil, none of them have high blood pressure. They know what to eat. And we basically, with our fingers on our hands instead of claws, our long digestive system, our flat grinding molar teeth, we're clearly herbivorous digesting creatures. We are not homo carnivorous. The paleo folks love that salty, chewy sensation on their tongue, but that is not the diet of advanced primates. You know, gorillas get together and hunt down gazelles and rip their flesh apart. We are plant-eating creatures. But when we put the fuel of the carnivore down into our intestines and it starts to decompose, it sets off inflammation, it sets off artery injury, it sets off disease. And the folks who go on the paleo diets and experience an improvement in their health, that's not surprising, where most of them start out, they're eating a bunch of white flour and oil and dairy and processed foods. And the paleo folks rightly say, listen, no caveman ever milked a dairy cow, they're down on dairy. They say no caveman ever ground wheat into flour, they're down on donuts and baked goods. And no caveman ever crushed the fat out of olives and poured olive oil on their salad, so they're down on oils. And they're right, you eliminate the oil, the dairy, and the flour products from your diet, you're gonna lose weight, you're gonna feel better, yay. But from a physician's point of view, you ask, well, what's your proof? Proof that there are many, many, many vegetarian folks who've lived to 100 years or longer. I don't know any of these folks on these meat-heavy paleo diets who have demonstrated long lifespans. And from a primary care physician's point of view, you pack your colon full of meat 2-3 times a day and let that decompose and rub on your colon wall. It's a great way to set off a colon cancer. I think these folks who keep running this diet through their tissues are going to make their microbes spawn this stuff called TMAO. They're setting themselves up for an epidemic of clogged arteries, heart attacks, strokes. The fat's going to give them type 2 diabetes. The bacteria they summon up are going to give them inflammatory bowel disease. And the leaky guts, that the endotoxin on the meat that creates leakage of food proteins into the intestines, running through their joint membranes, and going to give them inflammatory arthritis and a whole host of autoimmune diseases. I think this is a diet of death. And these folks who want to keep running this high meat food stream through their tissues, I'll step back and let 36, 48, 60 months go by on this kind of diet. And I think you're going to see a shocking amount of serious diseases. And you're going to see the articles showing paleo diet associated with colon cancer, paleo diet associated with strokes, paleo diet associated with colitis. And my left eyebrow won't go up that much because, that's not our diet. So don't be seduced by the initial improvements that you get on these things. Most of these diets will produce weight loss. Weight loss means better control of diabetes and better lipid panels, but that does not equal health. Those arteries are still getting injured on the inside from the cooked meat protein, and these are the folks who are going to drop dead at the gym at 49. Ooh, he looks so healthy. But inside, he was a clogged up old man from eating the wrong kind of fuel. So stay tuned and realize we are plant-eating organisms. We are not homo carnivorous. We are not carnivorous apes, and we should not be eating that kind of diet.